I'm alive. I'm alive. Um, yes. I almost missed stream by a decent margin because I was editing. I finally got back into the swing of that. Um, hello. Hi. Yeah, like, ooh, in-law, um, nephew-in-law, I think? Yeah, nephew-in-law had his birthday over here, and then I was like, you know what we should do now that the main part of the party's over? And then I got on the computer and started editing. I am probably going to move software for that because the software I'm currently using doesn't have what it takes to cut out the fan noise in the background. Like, at all. I've tried fiddling with as many settings as I could understand. And either I'm just not wrapping my head around something correctly, or uh, it just don't have it. And I can't just port it over to Audacity or something like that, because Audacity doesn't come with support for MP4 or anything video natively. So, yeah. Pokemon going to the polls. Well, no, because then I'd be playing Pokemon Go, silly goose. Nah, we're Pokehoping hard. Coping with how we don't have diving yet. But it's coming. Oh lord, it coming. We just got, like, what, 2 months close to? Yes. Okay. Yeah, while I was off Pokopee. Yeah. Pokopea. Oh no. I don't want to pee. Poke. Yes. In the background, I was trying to make Pokemon happy, and then I got tired, and then I forgot to check. And so there's this hut, or like a hut-size building that I can slap some Pokemon into. Maybe Tinkle like it. It's more tall than it is wide. But I mean, hey, somebody ought to like living in it. Maybe Duskull. Maybe Duskull will like living in it. Yeah. And then we can get some happiness from that. Because it's got a roof, which probably counts for dark. And I think he likes dark. It is okay. Yeah. Now it's darker for you. And it comes with a few creature comforts, like a chair and a locker and a desk. And this grass patch can go to somebody else who likes grass, and so can the seat. Yes. I need you to come with me because I've got another building that's ready and just needs you to speed up the process. Yeah. With her there, it'll be done lickety-split, just 1 hour. And I will take that 1 hour to go around and judge up some other stuff that people got going on. But yeah, you can see where I've like tried slapping down some like random furniture for people. Like, oh, Conkeldurr has a chair now. There's a statue for a Dragonite. Frickin' here, Dratini, you can have a... I don't know, man. A hot spring spout. Who has the 5 alarm clocks? Oh, that's Dragonite. Literally, one of the side quests for Dragonite is like, hey man, I need this to actually wake up. Dude sleeps like a fucking rock. But yeah, I made some lifts, give people easier access to places, because apparently that can help. Making better, like, making better, paths and stuff. I mean, I guess I could, like, fix up some busted paths, and that might make things even better. Like, half of this is, like, holy, and not in the good way. Not in the way, but in the ka-thunk potholes way. Let's see. Maybe Elekid would appreciate a jumble of quartz. Decorating his place. Yes, that light on the wall was enough to be in the way. Let's see. Do I have anything for... You know what, Matang probably would enjoy a shelf. Thank you. Thank you for the coffee. Easy, you got me some coffee. Yeah. Ooh, yes. More mons. Always appreciated. More mons. Sinico's gonna have a bestie. Oh! A very big bestie. Kill a Watchroll. Yeah, there we go. Know how to keep you safe from water types. Yeah. Alright. It's just a big ass seagull. Ah-da-da. A big ass petrel. Instant kill a Watchroll. Yeah, I need to give him some sort of here, have a metal drum. That is an item, certainly. Let's see. Porygon has some music. Yeah, I could definitely, like, get some of my asphalt and start, popping it around places. And maybe making people happier doing that. Container snacking. See, they're using the lifts. There's also a lift that I can use. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, I guess plant these. Give them a nice bit of water. There. A garden iron. Swaddle! Yeah. Swap. Yeah. Yeah. In general, this is just the bird area. This is where we hide our fries. What's this? Beetle dupe. Could get a different little guy. Oh yeah. I love finding little guys. Little friends. Berries. Whee! Lap. And shoot up. Hee hee. Okay. Now. Fossil, which we already owned, so not doing us much favors. Let's see. Maybe if I post up some more, like, debris bits. Scrap cubes. Certain someone might not be happy with me busting up the scrap cubes, but everybody else is probably happy. I gave the guy a chair. I hear the sparkles. The sparkles that make you sparkles. Dang it. Okay, yeah, definitely I'm gonna want to try to make easier pathing and dampen some of the dry grasses in the first island that haven't already been dampened. Because I think that's going to be the secret to getting us our 5th level. Now, what's the best way to do that, though? In there for a second. I do want to build a city house for myself eventually. I think I know my answer for how to dampen. And fast. Alright, watch out, Ninetales. It's about to get wet. perfect way to wet. There we go. Hehehe. We made Duskull have to go around. Oh well. He'll be fine. Yeah. Speed watering strats. Okay. That's gotta be enough wet, right? I mean, yeah, there's a few patches left, but... can't possibly be too many, right? Just in case, I'm gonna spit in this spot specifically. Yes. Yeah. There's nothing else that needs rehydrated, right? I don't think so. Okay. I think it did it. Safely go. It was not enough, though. Okay. Who needs what? Let's see. Conkeldurr could use something. So can... a lot of our flyers and floaters. And our water guy. Our water guys. We got a few people who are considered no home, including myself. So... okay. I know a way to combat a couple of those no homes quite quickly. First, I need asphalt. Now I have some somewhere. There it is. Second, I want here some inventory. Some excess. Okay. Focus on hole filling first. out ought to help. Probably fill a hole or something over at the Silphco building area. Yes. I like how they allow your own comfort to count. Like, you matter too. Some of the hole in them. Starring bad, stream might be split. Mike's picking up the ring. Well, you know what? Free ASMR. How about that? I might wind up having a cut stream, but I'll try not to. Okay. Let's see. What's another way I can maybe get people happy? Oh. That's gonna be a tough one to do. So my first idea is to try to get a fire type over there to where Gyarados is, to light those torches that are by his waterfall, and that will give him a home. The thing is, getting the fire type over there. So, I could make a couple of lifts. I need to make a lift anyhow for one of the thingamajigs. So there. 3 lifts. One to finish off a set that goes from the Tinka Tower City Gym Island to the Silphco one, and a pair to go from the Silphco Island to the Waterfall Island. Yeah. Don't you worry. I got this. Okay. We poop this one up here. And we figure out a good spot for this one and its mate. could just... Maybe. Oh, hey, these two are having a unique conversation. Hey, Altaria, how do you feel about a fun little outing today? Fly somewhere together somewhere far, far away. Oh, what a nice idea. I'd love to. Heck yeah. You ready? 'Cause I'm ready. Let's zip along the wind and zoom all over the place. What? Actually, on second thought, I think I'll stay back. Huh? But why? When I go for a flight, I like to take my time and hum a little tune as I go. Oh. Huh. I don't think I've ever flown like that before. Hehe. If you try it out, you might just see the appeal. Here, this is how I hum. I think I feel ya. Something like this. Ha ha ha! No, not like that. You need to be less forceful with it. Like this. Hum, ho. Yes, that's quite the improvement, but you're still putting a little too much force into it. Try again. Hum. Hold up, why am I practicing humming? I wanted to go fly around. Can't just stop midway though, Kilowattrel. Let's keep at it. Hehe. Yes. Yay. Hut. Oh dear, as I'm nearly drowning. Sure, let's do a quiz. Maybe it'll make you happy enough. Maybe I should just feed them. Probably bitter flavors. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if I feed them, they'll be happy enough to bump the environment level up. Alright. Time to go around. Well, fine. Don't take my Leppa berry. Alright, it's for you. Most everybody likes Leppa berries. So yeah. And just whip this thing out and everybody will be happy. As soon as I find everybody. Wait, Matang! Look. Boo. Yes. Boo. With enough food, everybody will be happy, and the environment level will go up, and we can get one of the pieces we need. Okay. That's some satisfied. And while on my way that way, while on my way to where my materials are, I can feed people. I want the materials to make more asphalt. So I can actually put a lift in where I want it. Geronimo's! berry. Everybody. It's for you. Yeah, you're doing so good with the concreting and stuff. I figure you should have some food. Okay, there. Now, make more asphalt. I think I can get away with this much, but just in case. Always gotta get some just in case fault. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Disco, perfect timing. You want a berry, buddy? Yes. That's somehow not enough happy faces. I swear, whenever I was playing this game casually, on my own, because I guess you could argue I'm doing it casually right now. When I was playing this game on my own, it was not this hard to get people to be happy and get the environment level up. I swear for the life of me. Ah! You might keep thinking, there ain't no way this is gonna reach. You watch me. You watch me, I'm gonna make it reach. But do. And it works. It just works. In the words of the totally not at all flawed in principle and discipline, Todd Howard. It just works. I can get a fire-type Pokemon to waddle with me over there. Alright. Yes. I just need to climb down. I'm gonna tell you what. Scoots. There's gotta be a way, there's gotta be a way, there's gotta be a way. Okay. It's alright. Follow me. Alright, I'll find a different way. If he gets tired, I'll just feed him. But I will find a way. Okay, buddy. There's gotta be a way down. You're joshing me. Alright. I have an idea, but I don't know. Never mind, the game will be just fine with it. I just gotta kinda... And... Whoops. Oops. My pillow fell. Why, yes, I am pulling the chowder. Oops, my pillow fell again. If you can't beat 'em, cheat 'em. That's how it goes, right? The old saying? I think Cyndaquil's pathfinding, because... Yeah, Cyndaquil pathfound. And it worked. And now... There. The illuminated waterfall. Which is home for Gyarados. And now Gyarados will be happy. I like the detail that Cyndaquil does not want to get in the water. Look, Gyarados, I got you a home! Hank Hylidos. Yeah, come here. This home is your home. Sure, wait. Alright. Alright, have fun, buddy. Don't worry, he'll find his way back. Alright. Now that Broski is happy. Wow! Now, certainly the work that I've been putting in is having some effect on the environment level, right? Right? I've been giving people homes, I've been giving people material goods, you know? I've made the ground wetter. I've made lifts. Yeah. Okay. What else can I do? What do the people want? What do the Pokemon of this area want? Lights. By Jove. They want lights. Lights and warmth. Except for that guy. Wait, did Duskull even want darkness? Yeah. But so many others want light. And warmth. And wet. Okay. I know what I must do. I must make lights and electricity. And you may be wondering why why, if I need electricity, am I removing the poles? Well, I have ideas. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. See, I helped Porygon out. And helping Porygon out brings with it these pieces, these building blocks, these utilities. These are transmitters. They basically function the same as a utility pole, except for one key difference. This is easier to hide, and thus you won't have a tangled grid of utility poles cluttering up your building space. The ultimate in electric tech. So, the gimmick is to put something burnable in large quantities into this generator, preferably something that's easily renewable, like leaves. Okay. And burn. Generate. Or alternatively, find a certain other piece of electrical tech. But we'll get there. Now, as you can see, this alone is much less of a burden to the eyes and can be incorporated into a pattern of sorts on its own. Have things sit on top of it, what have you. And while yes, it does have the silhouette with the wire, when you plunk it down, the wire's not real. It's just to show that the electricity is making it there. So, with all that said, I think they also have, like, the same, if not better, range. So yeah. I can hide transmitters in the ground. And instead of having to dig out a huge, I mean huge, pit for like generators and utility poles to be shoved into, because the wires can't cross through blocks, and just set some of these bitches up. And you're all good as gold. You just gotta kind of keep track of where you got them hidden, so you can have a half-decent idea of where you can pull your electricity to. so I can probably plunk it down a couple. And ta-da. And boom! Light! It's glorious. Technology at its finest. And now I can reallocate some street lamps to where they're needed. Place it here. How about here? There. Yes. Yeah, you could make a plenty fine looking, you know, sayscape with the utility poles. I've seen it done. And various other buildings, but crisp, clean skylines. Clean tables, Mr. Krabs. Be what increases environment levels. The new inclusion of the mighty power grid. Oh, that's a mysterious slate. I wanted this. Start going upwards, it does become much more difficult. Not impossible. I've mainly been avoiding trying to craft for the simple reason that I don't know what is and isn't permanent, and the less I craft, the less crap I gotta pick up later. On top of what's already, like, there. With the base stuff. But I think I can safely say we are at the point where we kind of need to just hunker down and build. Gotta slice this. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I need... Let's see. I need some iron, ingot, some pokemetals, some glass, and some concrete. Voila. And I can transfer most of the construction crew from this build over to this build. Except for one thing, I gotta, like, get Alakazam, or I think Gardevoir also has the teleport. Yeah. Gonna make campfire. Nay, 2 campfires. Yes. And we need a few more lights. This relies too much on crystal fragments, but I'll make do. Okay. Put some warmth over by Singapore. And see, Singapore found his way back wherever he went. I know I just saw him. Huh. Well, he was there. For a bunch of little fellas that just kind of waddle, they sure are fast. Ooh. Yes. Another recipe for the books. I'm pretty sure. Hey, a new fella. It's 90. What a great nap. What? Where am I? Wherever it is, sure is comfy. Yes. More recipe. Chic share. Potatoes! Finally, 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 some potatoes! Potatoes! Yes, potato hamburger steak is like the best hamburger steak recipe. I mean, for the majority of case scenarios, it's like not necessary to use potato hamburger steak, although it makes things much faster usually. By like a punch or two. But it is one of, or maybe the only one, that is strong enough out of the hamburger steaks to be able to punch apart the what are they called? The strength rocks, so that you can pick them back up. One of the only ways you can do that. Now I can finally grow some vegetable for Sprigatito. It only took me like, what, 3 extra episodes to get the potatoes from Snivy? Because I forgot that's how you get your first potatoes. But, yeah. I did it! Okay. There we go. The Pokemon Center is all finished. Yay! Ta-da! Now that ought to help. Okay. Now I need I need some bodies. Okay. I need you, Dusky. I need... I'll let Dratini see what's going on over there. you see your house, I'll let you see your house. You, I didn't do anything with your house. Come with me. Okay. Up, up. Huh. Doesn't have the fly specialty. It's pretty messed up. Got wings and everything. Anyhow. Little Dreepy wants me. No, just reminding me that the dowsing machine mechanic exists. Nice, nice. Tink, come back here. Tink. Tink. Tink Master. Why are you going so far, Tink Master? The creative burnout arc. Yes. Hey, little Goopy. Sorry you have to see me like this. Fixing up that big old building with you was so much fun. I've never worked on anything so excited before. I tell you, I poured everything I had into it. Make no mistake, it's my masterpiece. But now, well, as you can see, I ain't got nothing left in me. I've tried imagining other buildings, you know, huge ones, but none of them make me feel anything. Like they're not even worth building. What am I supposed to do now? How about a change of scenery? Hey, that's not a bad idea. Maybe a little travel will get me out of this funk, eh? Say, those Pokemon centers here and there all have a different look to them, don't they? You know, I've always wanted to see them for myself. Think you could bring me to them? Maybe you could share some fun memories while we're walking. Can't have a journey without stories to tell along the way, eh? Follow me. Alright, bud, I'll follow you. Yes! I got the environment level up. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We got what we need. Everybody saw the state of their houses and saw that, hey, they're looking a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner. I'm going to, gaslight Tink Master Tinkaton to, do this for me. Let's see, I need teleport and I need flight. And I need a couple bodies. You already know what your home's like. You already know what your home's like. The environment level already increased, so come with me. I think that's all the basic bodies I need, yeah. Now I just need flight and teleport. Okay. I haven't seen Gardevoir in a bit. I'm thinking that Gardevoir despawned and just hasn't come back in a while. Which can happen. I can just use honey jars, to call them back when I need them. But, you know, I can get Wastrel's attention, and that'll be my flight. Sorry to repeat, 2 lovebirds away from each other. Now, one of the best parts about bringing birds along with you is that they fly. So you don't have to worry about paths or nothing. What do you want, buddy? Because I don't remember you having side quests. Also, where are you going? The heck are you doing? Do I have to chase after him? I have to chase after him, don't I? I have to chase after him because he's going all the way up. And back down. The moment I try to chase after him, he goes back down. You know what? Come here. Come up. Up, you absolute mess. Talk. It's a favor I'd like to ask you, ma'am. Sure. I've pinpointed what my home's been lacking. A small vase. It would be a great help if you could arrange one for me. Okay. Sure. Could you follow me? Thank you. I need your help as well. And kilowattrels. I guess only the big birds can count for flight. The biggest birds. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. I like streaming. It's a great excuse to yap without as much social drain. I like yapping, I just have a social battery to worry about. Now I gotta wait for those two to catch up. Yep. They're having trouble. How? Did they just, like, lose track completely? They better not make it too far away. Keeping an eye out. Who's behind me? Okay, Alakazam's behind me. Which means I think he's still following. Okay, yeah, he's still following, slow as he may be to the draw. I've completely lost where Kilowattrel is, so I'm just going to take Altaria with me, because Altaria knows how to fly and is right there. And probably won't lose track. Maybe Kilowattrel just got hungry. I do appreciate that when deemed unnecessary, the birds tend to, like, not fly. It's refreshing. Okay. Now. Another hour and we'll have a house here. In the meanwhile... Shops and challenges, yep. I'll look into that. Where was it? The window? The window. The door might be nice, but the window. Let's see. I like this fencing as well. Yeah. Okay. Now we talk to Tangrowth. And then that'll trigger the PC being like, hey, good job. Here's the reward. And I think there's one other place we need to do that with, which is Rocky Ridges. And I feel like, despite the state of the place, it's probably actually not going to be that hard. I am going to have to try to get Tingle's attention, though, to appraise. Yes, big nugget. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. I am gonna still appraise the rest in the hopes that I'll get another one that I like. Yes. Something with a jib that I like the cut of, if you get what I'm saying. Okay. An idea who to give that to. Uh-huh. I know there's a faster way to do this, but it's not faster for right now. Me want now. Ooh. Funny meteor lamp. I love these things. Honestly, you'd think that Minior would be higher up on my, like, I guess ranking of Pokemon. But honestly, it's really not. I guess because I haven't really had a chance to use it effectively. Then again, there isn't really much of a way to use it effectively. It's like Aegislash, but not as good. Aegislash, but nowhere near as good. Not as good of stats, not as good of typing. For the gimmick. And little to no control over the form change, which just makes it objectively worse for it. Like, Wishy-Washy does it better. And its stats are atrocious before the form change. Or I guess after. Anyhow. My point is, you're gonna probably hit hard enough with it to not have to worry about it. Whereas Minior will not. So, yeah. Okay. Need to go that way. I also need to go back to Withered Wastelands, but I will go this way first. Rocky Ridges. Honestly, after how tough this part was, Skyland's here, I don't think this is gonna be as bad. I don't think so. And we already did Bleak Beach. Bleak Beach wasn't too hard either. Bleak Beach was mostly just playing cleanup on what we already had. Okay. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Chatot prefers things bright, but here has little to no electricity set up. So, there honestly isn't much I can do about it right now. Should instead probably focus on who likes things dark or humid. I can also probably do a couple side quests, but comfort levels, yes, yes. Pull it to 5. Alright. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We're only at 4. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. Now, I can fix the no home situation for one person. Dartrix already loves his home. I could maybe fix up... maybe the low tabs? Mirko could probably just use some shade. Like a roof. What else do I really have? Ooh, definitely putting a fountain over where Lotad and Lombre are. They don't love it. Oh, they're talking to each other. Let's see if I can get down on that before they stop. There. Well, what do you think? Did I get the dance right? You gotta go with the rhythm more. Gotta flow with the flow. The flow? Like this? Lotad, could it be that dancing maybe makes you feel embarrassed? I feel you. It takes courage to do something you're not used to. But I want to know more about you and what you're feeling. You gotta let your passion run free. My passion? Yeah, take a good look at me. I don't look embarrassed at all, right? Yeah, you look really cool. Like you're having fun. Right? You'll stop caring what others think when you just go all in on something. That's not my only secret. I also just really like myself when I'm dancing. Okay, I think I understand. I gotta show my passion. How's this? Nice, that's passion. I could really tell how you felt when you danced just now. You were having so much fun. Just keep up the passion. I'll do my best. Okay. Now, with that fountain, and maybe, oh. Hide and sneak. Ooh, yes. Okay. I've been waiting for this moment. Alright, a little bit of a butt-tacular place to start, but... Okay, the idea is to camouflage and then slowly make my way towards the PC without getting caught by whatever Pokemon initiated and whatever Pokemon they get to help. Like that. That was a pretty easy one. But some angles, they kind of screw you. Because it'll be the angles that both sides, both Mons want to look towards. But when you don't get caught, you get like 4 carrots. Yeah. Stop that. Stop for now. But yeah, speaking of carrots, is this the carrot? No. Okay. Alright, they ought to be happy with that horsey fountain, but just in case, I'm gonna add in a sofa to stare at the fountain with. Yeah. Go ahead and... Okay. I'll till some soil and then plant some meat. Slash, I was getting the thing. I got a wall. More wheat seeds. Good. Because that means you can just till this up. Diglett like? Maybe a couple traffic cones. There. Awesome is the highest you can get, so Dark Trick is Dark Tricks is fun. Yay. More wheat. He wants me to get my whey or whatever. Whey comes from milk. Why am I bringing that up with wheat? Maybe he's trying to tell me to put more fiber in my diet. Chatbot likes noisy things. Maybe this Glock counts as noisy. Hopefully I have a spot I can place it that counts as being in his home. Ah. Can place it right here. And there we go. Yeah. Likes it. Okay. Cricket tot. Maybe this counts. It's like halfway in. This should count. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the museum. After I check this. I knew it would be a good idea. A couple fossils to go with. Something in the museum that I could use. To make a mom happy. Like these music mats that Chadot will surely like. And the sofa that Riolu might like. Okay. I do need to borrow a few of these banister pieces, but I could probably find some upstairs too. And we have a new fella. New friend. Yeah, Bastiodon. Making the fossil mons brings the fossil mons. fix that. I already have a head butt body, so I can probably get rid of them one way, shape, or form. Let's see. Borrow some canister pieces from up here, where there used to be a space exhibit. Be enough to surround. This doesn't need to be fully surrounded, but I will. Because it'll look better that way, in my opinion. Oops. I didn't mean to eat that potato. There. Now, oh, what's it gonna give me? Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Yum. He likes the dark. Metals, spooky, strange, complicated, shiny. Okay. Yeah, this is just a strange spot. Trying to serve himself on a silver platter. But speaking of... Oops. I thought there was solid ground there. My mistake. Okay. Charcadet likes stuff that is strange. And I think this would count as a strange little artifact. So do that in a little walk-in space besides it. Yeah. Let's see here. Hmm. Yep. Not much for pardon. Not much for a Magmar I can make. So I'll just be how it is. Maybe if I fill in some of the minecart tracks, it'll make them happy. I know I left them somewhere around here. Ah, there they are. A crossing gate and a handcar. A couple handcars. Oh yeah. Man, I got some crud. Ooh. My back. Okay. Alright. First. Railway accessibility. There. Making pathways more accessible is also helpful. Assuming I don't bust them by accident. There. There. Oh yeah. Let's put down a hand card. Maybe if I get Riolu a dolly. Yeah, very nice sounds. Very nice. Mm. I can quiz right now. Down to clown. I'm pretty sure you're taller than a child, so you're a man. Ooh, I know I can get people to be happy. Bribery. Bribery always lifts people's spirits. If I bribe them well enough, the environment level might go up. Oh wait, I don't want paint, I want to feed. Food. For you. Aw. Look at that. They're just chilling together, man. And I'm gonna feed them, it'll be even better. Yeah. Nice hot springtime. With a nice hot spring snack. It's for you. This has to work. There has to be enough people that this works. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah. Let's see, you got no home, so no matter what I do. Let's see, the beans are sweet. Most people like sweet. At least I think they were sweet. You want a little bit of this, right? Yes. Okay, he said it was his favorite. What's Magmar's favorite? Sweet. Okay, it is sweet. Good, good. Yes. I've got plenty to go around. Even if people's favorite's not sweet, they like being fed, as long as it's not their least liked flavor, like their most hated. Cool. I wanted to get this. Bangs. Okay. It's gotta be at least close now, right? Oh yes, check out. I haven't fed you yet. Yes. Okay. So close. Okay. We do have more people enjoying their homes. So there's that at least. I still have a lot to do to make it work. Maybe whoever's in here. Oh, I never picked up the journal. Someone's journal 3. A long time ago, this city was packed with people working in nearby mines. Apparently, it was a pretty lively place. At least, that's what I heard from the chef at the little restaurant I visited with little Goopy. There's no sign of that restaurant anymore. But I guess that's not surprising, given those vicious volcanic eruptions. Who could live in a place like this now? The food we had at that restaurant was incredibly delicious. The whole time the chef was cooking, little Goopy was watching intently. It's always been so full of curiosity. I've noticed it seems particularly interested in the things humans do. I wish we could have traveled together more. There are so many things I wanted to show it. A campfire. A lace rug. Okay. What if I want to give you beans? Decoration. Okay. I'm gonna get this campfire. I do have things that are extra, like an extra copy of Caves of Mount Moon. Apparently. Can sell off some ash. Yeah, why not this? Yes, there. Alright. Public seat. I guess I may as well grab it. A seat's a seat. I'm definitely trading ash for that. There. No, I'm trying to talk to you. You tell trade time's over. That way I can get him some beans. There. Okay, we're aware that he wants decoration. And I can set up the campfire. Where did I... Thought I got the campfire. Am I... Oh, it's over here, okay. There. Offer Larda Tar a seat. Aha. It's a little confused, but it's there now. Ooh. Threw some rocks everywhere. Okay. Probably like the industrial desk, even if it's not really useful. And I can go up and give Narco a piece of the cooler. Perhaps. wrench and a candle. Ahead and call. Light up the candle and see what happens, pal. Suddenly it's a bit warmer, ain't it? Could also probably have him smelt some ash. Happy with it. Getting happier. Might be able to make them a few seats. Haha. The environment level literally increased as I crafted. But I'm still gonna set these chairs out because I made them. They may as well get used. So a chair for Char Cadet. Hopefully this chair is big enough for Gimme Goal. I know it's not big enough for Bastiodon. I don't think it's going to be big enough for Sudowoodo because I remember this dude being weird about seats. While I'm here. Yoink. Okay. I love wood rod. Yes, Charcadet's already using it. Now there's plenty of happy faces. Okay. Now we got the last piece for that part of the thingamajigger. Yes, and then because we leveled up enough, I've unlocked another spot. Ah! The final spot. Meaning more chances to get more recipes for our builds. I'm gonna go back to doing daily checks on this game. Yes, I can now lay pipe. I mean, I could steel pipe and then lay it before, but now I can lay my own pipe. Iron steps, yes. Oh yeah. And a small stage. Oh. Yeah. Iron ladders, iron doors, the big fancy doors. Oh. We hitting the jackpot now, boys. And non-boys. Alright. Yes, yes. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing each time. Basically being like, hell yeah. It's super comfy now. For Pokemon. Hopefully it's comfy for humans too, and they'll notice and come back. Please, 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 please. I want to see my papa and mama again. And there. We get a fridge. Yes, I've seen those before. It's called a refrigerator. Humans used to put food inside these things. Sometimes I'd find some extremely cold and very sweet food in them. That always made me happy. Ice cream. Ice cream. Okay. I want to go look at the house. Look at the house that should be finished over in the Skylands. And then I can TP to Withered Wasteland and then back. Yes. Into the lands of Sky. Get there to jump. Yeah. Okay. City house has been built. just need to add my flag on it. And it'll be mine. All mine. Well, not all mine. As you'll see. But I'm the name on the lease, so to speak. Alright. Yes. Alright. Now, boom! My house. I'm really goofy. There's a hockey goalie in the finals right now. Named Bussy. It's pronounced how you think. Awesome. That poor, poor soul. But yes, we have the city house now. And it's fully compatible with electricity. Oh yeah. Meaning I can put lights in this bad boy. Oh yeah. Bussy. The hockey goalie named Bussy. Hockey goalie Bussy. Hockey goalie Bussy. Try saying it like 3 times or 5 times fast. See what happens. Alright. Time to mark the house. I think the house marker is in here. I need a lepa berry. Oh! Desco wants me. My friend, I am thankful. This is for you. Shows appreciation. It is wheat. Yes. Ah, they must have taken the other 2 that were on the tree. Okay. Now I can make a flag to mark my territory. Yes. Alright, where does it go? Oh, okay. Ta-da! And then, so that I can get somebody else in here, I can put in a few pieces of furniture. Like a table. A lamp. Speaking of being average, all I need is a fridge, a TV, and a chair. I got 2 of those things, but one of those is necessary for getting something done, so I only have one of those things. And it's a TV. I can like put this by the door. Yippee! It's a house. A trash can, a table, and a lamp. Riveting. And now we can invite 4, count 'em, 4 other people to live here with me. Upwards thereof. So I'm probably going to grab my favorites. That are in the game. some of which happen to be native to this area. Hehe. Like Gardevoir, and Vulpix, and Tinkaton. Although, there is something that Tinkaton would fit better in, so I just might make her my neighbor. Alright. Now, let me, alright, which one of you made your home and only moved in Gardevoir? That would probably maybe be me. Not for that, but because... Well, actually, I also had Vulpix there. I also had Vulpix there because, well, I had Vulpix first. And then, eventually, I went to the Gardevoir Island, which is Tinkaton Island, but the other part of it, as you're supposed to, for the game. Yeah. Okay, let me just, like, let's see. Wow, I have a lot of junk in here. I mean, I knew this was basically my junk drawer, but I didn't know it was this junky. Whew. Okay. Let's see. And that's it. Okay. Ooh, I need to put this. This. And this. There we go. Throw away the rug too. Why not? And yeah. Now I can safely TP over to the Withered Wasteland. Alrighty. Look at how humble our first home is in comparison, size-wise. So insanely humble in comparison. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Type shit. Alright. You have arrived home in the literal bush. Sir? Okay. Minecraft First Night House. Would you believe me if they used to make secret bases in these things? In little bits like this in the games. They were much bigger than that, but they didn't look much bigger. So, yes. I'm here with a couple missions, yes. First, I want to drop off some mysterious slates. We got B. So we got B. We got C. We got W. And we got Z. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Professor Tangless. There we go. Yeah, you can take selfies. You can take all sorts of pictures in here. Something that I haven't bought yet because it hasn't been really necessary for this playthrough, at least as of yet. There's a tripod somewhere in here. There's a tripod you can get for like 300 coins that lets you set up your camera in like a spot in the field and then like move away and pose with friends and stuff. Yeah, this here. Yeah. It's pretty sick. I don't really have like a whole mass of friends to play this with, but I have played it with Zenith on personal islands. So yeah. Yeah. So, you know. It's fun. And this is why we had to do all of that, making these Googars happy, so that we could get these. And we can shove them in here. Nice. Way to go! You made it all the way through part 7 of the Team Initiation Challenge. These things are definitely necessities, no matter where you are. Yes, Game Boy included. I've got a link cable for the Game Boy system, so let's battle when you join the team. Anyway, here's your reward for that mission. The Volcano E badge. That badge will let you, I'm starting to run out of ideas. Oh, when you got that badge, you can eat spicier food, or something. Anyway, what's really important is the next mission, because it's the last one. Part 8 of the Team Initiation Challenge. Go get 'em. Your last task is to take a photo. You just need to take one photo and bring it here, but not just any photo. Imagine you had to leave all your friends, move somewhere really far away. Take the kind of photo you'd want to bring with you when you go. Maybe it's your favorite scenery, your closest friends. You can be in the photo yourself if you want. Anyway, bring just one photo like that. This is your final mission. So that may have not been just a random photo to shoot. I may have done that for this in particular. Whoopsie. So yeah. This will send the data for the photo you selected. Yep. There. You're satisfied with your photo, right? In that case, you're finally finished the entire team initiation challenge. Congratulations. Here's your final reward. The Earth, quote unquote, badge. You've completed the team initiation challenge. Alright, with that, you're now truly one of us. This calls for a celebration, a welcome party. We'll provide the food and decorations. Sorry to ask this, but could you prepare some party poppers? Wondering why the party poppers are your job? Come on, don't sweat the small stuff. It wouldn't really feel like a party without them, now wouldn't it? This is your first job as a new member of our organization. Get some party poppers. That's an order. Well, that's why we saved them. And yeah, you do get the recipe. Like, you do get access to the recipe. But, must make PPs. Dang it, Japan! How many times must you make things that abbreviate into PP? Or, I can't say that one, it's against terms of service. But it, replace the first P with a C. Every time I watch one of my streamer friends on TikTok playing Kingdom Hearts or Chain of Memories, I have to avoid making a joke about how there's card points that they actively abbreviate in the game. Yep. That's a fun one. Party poppers. There. COD points, cure points, cyberpunk, card points. Wait, I think cyberpunk was an American one. CD Projekt Red. That one was our fault. Clunk. The delivery hatch is completely full. You weren't able to deliver the party poppers. Hello, little goopy. That's about to get a little emotional. I just couldn't get this building off my mind, so I came to investigate a bit more. So, how goes it? Did you learn anything about the building? The party poppers won't fit. Ho ho ho, ah, little goopy. Party poppers are no good if you just shut them away. Let me show you how to use them. Here, watch this. First, you grab this string tight to get ready. Come on, you do it too. Yes, just like that. Alright, now let's pull the strings. Ready? Set. Emergency! Emergency! We may be under attack. What's happening? Did I do something wrong? There, hush now. Hush. Initiating emergency evacuation protocol. 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off. Yep. Team Rocket had a rocket. It was their contingency plan to try to stick together. Unlike how the cops wanted them to be apart. Mm-hmm. And, uh, in some of the lore tidbits, it's also mentioned how, um, quote unquote, even the slightest little misstep in the whole humanity evacuation thing could have caused them to get stuck. Hence the whole they're not here thing. But in other lore tidbits, the rockets actually had enough fuel to maybe even share themselves. Now that's going up into space. What? That whole big building just flew away? I don't suppose I did something I shouldn't have. But you know, this is just one more surprise. I've witnessed wonder after wonder since I first met you. You've made houses just like the humans did and brightened up a whole town with electricity. You held a party for everyone and started up a huge machine. Thanks to you, we Pokemon have gotten pretty skilled at acting more like humans. But to think a building as big as that could fly up that high into the sky, humans really can do incredible things. So, that rocket's coming back, right? Where's it going? Does it have ordnance? You gonna see a big boom? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Do you suppose there's any chance that humans are seeing that building out there somewhere? We finally made it to credits, folks. We're gonna get to see the journey that the rocket takes. With all the stuff that we put into it, just right on inside. Kerplunk, kerchunk. Yep, yep. And it goes far, 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 far. Yeah. Pokemon in space. A lot of them were supposed to have come from space, so not out the realm of possibility. But yes, it is making one hell of a voyage through all kinds of system. But then it goes through struggle, goes through asteroids. Yes, gets a little banged up, but it still chugs along. The ingenuity and the determination of those who made it and those who filled it with goodies, represented in such a little silly animation for credits. Yes. I'm trying not to go into full yapper lore mode. Not yet at least. Cause hoo boy. I've seen people try to piece like the timeline for this together, and some things make sense, some things don't. In people's timeline things, so I kind of got my own little way of plucking it together. realistically, by the time humans come back, Tangrowth would probably be long gone. Unfortunately, more than likely, yes. Say this is far in the future. Yeah. Well, by the time we reach this point, yes. If you mean in general, oh yeah, yeah. If you mean just like when they'd come back. Yeah. And then here we are. And what's that in the window? A little plush of sorts. And who's that coming up? A little astronaut. In a shuttle similar to one we found. In a suit similar to one from the museum. Space. Exhibit. The Pallet Town theme. Our home. Represented in music. And the first thing they see is a photo showing that we were able to make dreams happen. And then it shows little screen caps that it took along our journey. That's me. That's us. That's little Goopy. Actual factual little Goopy. I headcanon that's our trainer near a slowed time zone area. Yeah, I think so too. Cause, okay, so like, I don't know how much y'all have like delved into like theories about space and time and how being out in the depths of like space and stuff warps perception of time, both like mentally and bodily. But if you ever seen Interstellar, you're probably, yep, it's a whole plot point in Interstellar. That was exactly where I was going. Yes. And that's based on some, like, you know, scientific theories about how being that deep into space might be like, you know? How, like, in some places and pockets, or, like, you know, just, like, places that we have yet to really see, okay? Yeah, big gravity being the big factor, and speed as well, yeah. They're just, like, probably some pockets, some places, some planets where even, like, the body's very perception of time would warp and skew. And so to them, it could very well have actually not been that long out there. You know, they could just be feeling it as, like, maybe a decade or two. But for here, it's been God knows how long. 50, 100, 500 years since humanity left. Goopy, don't let me leave Goopy. Yeah. And the final Team R entry. Assuming someone actually does complete my mission for me by getting food and furniture and all that stockpiled up, what should I do if they actually want to join the organization? I don't know if any super serious do-gooders would want to join Team R, but if they do ask to join, I guess we could let them. Might not be so bad. Bet everybody'd be real surprised if they found out Team R built a rocket to evacuate into outer space all by ourselves. We even have more than enough fuel to make it back to the planet easily after the environment's calmed down a bit. The boss's plan is absolutely perfect. The boss says that the scale of the plan is to get all humans into outer space at once is just too large. He said that if anything goes seriously wrong, the others might not have enough fuel to get back. Maybe we could share some of our extra fuel with them if that happens. Then maybe people think, oh, Team R is actually so nice, and we get more people wanting to join up. Either way, bet we can make a bunch of money from it all when the time comes. Astonishing. Humans could do the most incredible things. Till the DLC. Well, it doesn't look like the expansion pass really messes with the lore any so far. It's probably just, we get to see more of what happened. More different disasters and stuff. And how they affected everything. And of course, furniture and Pokemon and yeah. This extinction level natural disaster is great PR. Yeah. They didn't just build a big building like that. They even made it fly up into the sky. Our biggest hint may have blasted off and flown away, but as I watched it go, I couldn't help but think. Some way, somehow, humans will see that building, I'm sure of it, and then they'll come back here. I truly believe that. So until that day arrives, let's work together with the other Pokemon here to make even nicer places to live. So those humans will be gobsmacked to see what they're coming home to. Let's keep it up, little Goopy. Yes. Ta-da! We have finished the main story. Yep. And we've unlocked the last piece of utility. Let's go! Woo! He's down there. The last piece of utility. Hello. And yes, they even have the, detail that all this sand and stuff got displaced by the rocket. I love it. Hey. Bzz, the open sky, the fresh air, the Pokemon. It has been a time since I saw them all. Hello, hello. Will you be a friend of mine? Let us talk together. How did bro survive rocket thrust? I mean... Well... He is a steel ball. And also... There's a little pocket back here. There's a little pocket back here. Oh. A hideout. Hehehe. Yes. A little hideout. And in case you had any doubts who owned that hideout, ta-da! But yes, it is important to talk to him. Hello, hello. There was a big building above here. Why is it gone? It flew to the sky. It is difficult to believe. Incredible. Those humans were making a thing of amazement. I now understand. What do you know about them? There were many humans. They looked sketchy. They did things around the building. One day, they disappeared. I went inside to investigate, but I was unable to exit. I could not exit and had no things to do, so I slept. How long did I sleep? I do not know. When I woke, I was here. When the building flew, maybe I fell out. The building was a comfortable space. Oh yeah, that's right. He was inside the rocket. And he just kind of fell. The building was a comfortable space for sleeping. It would have been a good home. This is unfortunate. I can build you a new one. You can make a home that is like the building. Is it a possibility? If so, I would like that, a large amount. Something like this. Perhaps. Yes. Factory storage. Take a control unit, some jumbled cords, metal drum, and a street light of any build that is lit. Alright. So we got jumbled cords and a metal drum here. Although they're in a little bit of a... Huh? Okay. I don't know how I got that, but sure? I wanted to move it a little. Hang on. Control unit can go here. I don't know how big it is, so I'm gonna hold these back here until I see it. And then we can put, like, the light in front of the metal drum. Make a little square out of it. Or rectangle, I guess. But yeah. We gotta make that house. Okay. So, I think the easiest option for street lamp for us would be Harbor. Let me talk to Hoot Hoot. There. A little bit of happiness. Ooh, Vespiquen. Vespiquen is always great to give honey to. Until you run out of patterns to teach Smeargle. But yeah, so like... Okay, so basically, timeline, right? Alright. Gathering thoughts. Basically, in one of the parallel, like, yeah, lore yapping, yay! Yeah, basically, in one of the many parallel timelines that they've established exists for Pokemon, hey, get back here, you. I'm not finished giving you honey. Not too long after, like, when pretty much most, if not all, the MCs, do their things that we know so far, all of those, like, how do I put it? All of those different cataclysmic or nearly cataclysmic occurrences that come up in a lot of the main characters' timelines, seem to finally take their toll. At least that's the, most common theory. I kinda agree with it, because, let's see, how many main characters do we have that have to deal with, something environmental, or, you have a shell. There's, okay, or at least something that causes a lot of, that could cause more long-term damage. Okay. We've got Gen 3 with the whole Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza thing. Okay. With the war between Drought and Flood. We've got, let's see, Gen 4, where some fuckhead with a god complex tries to summon, tries and technically succeeds to summon, either the time, space, or distortion slash antimatter slash Pokemon Hell gods. And they almost start, like, completely, like, you know, causing who knows what to happen. And then they just kind of exist afterwards. Like, they kind of just stay in that plane afterwards. And considering Legend ZA, this is, like, the second time within, like, 100-year period this has happened. Okay. There's, well, Gen 5, kinda yes and no. I'd say if you count Black 2, White 2, considering they tried to put Unova on ice, literally, I'd say that that causes some environmental distress. Let's see. Oh, Gen 6, yeah, that's right. The huge fucking fuck-off, kill-everything weapon. Or, like, overload life energy weapon, depending on the game, fires off for the second time in history. Gen 7, other timeline legends and the like invade and start completely screwing the ecosystem and the day-night cycle of the world. Okay. Or at least of Alola. Galar. The Gigantamax phenomenon is temporarily yeeted up to 11 for the sake of summoning, like, a potentially world-ending, threat of a legend? And then Gen 9, we just open up a time dimension rip again with the paradoxes. So yeah. Needless to say, the Pokemon world is going through some things. And while in most timelines, these are, like, implied to exist in such a way where the MCs, like, fully, completely fix the issue, or they don't all coincide together, the theory is that this is a world where they do. This is a timeline where they do. Or this is potentially the timeline where all the bad things that get swept under the rug or sent to another timeline. Yeah, this is that timeline. That's the theory. Gen 10 has theories of researching energy, so we know what the legends are going to be potentially. Yeah. I mean, in a way, that could be like an environmental message to avoid this happening in the main timeline. But in this game's timeline, it didn't happen soon enough. And, yeah, they kind of had to just give up and move on. This is the timeline where either they didn't care quite enough about the environment, kind of like how we got over here in our real world, or, and then it's made worse with legends involved. Or this is the timeline that got screwed because everything got moved to this timeline. But in any case, it's implied that this has ramped up over the course of potentially another set of decades. Um, because if you look at some of the lore entries, okay, I can even pull them up right from here. Once I go to the correct spot, there. Human records, we go to legendary ninja family. Okay, the region in question was once inhabited by a famous clan of ninjas. Koga, a Fuchsia City gym leader in the distant past, and his daughter Janine were both members of this clan. Once inhabited, distant past. Okay, they have long since died. Okay, so all of this stuff exists in a future. There's another theory that perhaps the MCs didn't exist to like wrap up the problems in a timely fashion, so everything like got a little out of hand before it could be stopped, and it just kept piling on, and now everything is like destroyed. Yeah. Kogon, yes. Kogon no longer. Another detail that one of the Poketubers that I've seen like do theories has noticed is that some things that's that seem like they really like line up heavily with the timeline we know from the games are in like analog mediums like newspaper, book, notepad. Okay, while things that seem like they refer to like what we know from our main characters as if it's like been long gone and done are on tablets. These like hologram tablets. And so another theory that I kind of fall with is that this is generations from now where all these different legend things, even with the MC's help, start building up. Any way you slice it, the problems from legends constantly fucking with the world build up. And it eventually gets to a point where everything goes to shit. We got Sea of Lore Obsession is fun. Yeah. So even though like people move on with their lives and everything, we also get to see that like a lot of crap happens as a result of the disasters before humanity decides to take its leave. Like there's hints that they go to like an area system where a lot of places are just so amalgamated or like messed up from like earthly shifts, tectonic shifts, and like sinkholes and craters and all that type of stuff, and things like the Skylands where like terra crystals start blooming up in places where they wouldn't have otherwise been, and going haywire. You know, just so much stuff happens that they have to go to an area system. There's like so few people and so few habitable places that they, instead of really calling places by like cities, they go area 1, area 2, area 3. Okay. They eventually have to like go what they call ancient technology, but is the stuff that we know of, like CDs, you know, TMs. Man, I wish I could go to a Lola. Monkey paw curls. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. God, there's like, oh. And then, when we get to like the professor logs, okay. We get to the professor logs. And let me see if I can. Let's see, diary entries, not quite. Ah, yes, Professor's diary. Okay, I'm missing one of them. Two of them, I think. But like, this is just like the very starts of it. Like, oh goodness. It like goes from like the starts of it to like, yeah, Pokopia, prepare to cry. Pokopia featuring Aether. Basically, because like, a majority of these Pokemon were once somebodies. And now that somebody probably doesn't even exist anymore. Or like, by the time that somebody comes back, they'll be gone. That Mon will be gone. Because, you know, the space-time theory stuff. Either they are already dead because it's been that long, or we will be dead. Because for us, it will have been that long. And just, yeah. Oof. Okay, so like, I don't even think I could do the like lore dump justice, other than just like piecing together what is given in the game. I don't even think I could do the like theories and stuff justice, like the ones that go more in depth into like putting together like the disaster events. Of course, at some point, the Aether Project does, the Aether Foundation, there we go, does get involved. They're the ones who first try to like see if they could rein in the disasters through conservation efforts. Okay. But eventually it becomes pretty obvious that things are kind of messed up too much for humans to handle, for humans to fix. And so they instead pivot the efforts into trying to both make some sort of space station to evacuate as many humans as possible into, and into making a giant PC system to store as many Pokemon as they can in. And the Aether Foundation had a hot lady in charge that fused herself with a jellyfish or something, I think. In the normal timeline, yes. And it's implied that in this timeline she does do that too, so that leads more credence into the legendary stuff still happens theories. But post jellyfishing, at least in the Ultra games, and it's implied this uses the Ultra timeline, she has a sort of change of heart thing. They didn't use anime Lucamines, that's so epic, yeah, basically. Like, anime Lucamine's not bad, but like, nah, she still did the evil stuff. But in Ultra, post the jellyfishing and like getting saved in spite of it, she does wind up having a change of heart. Like a Zuko moment, I guess, is the best way to put it. If you ever watched Atla, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Zenith will know what I'm talking about, at least. Um, and she kind of was like, okay, yeah, what I was doing was, like, actually insane. Let me, like, let me go, like, reflect on that and be better. Do better. Did not use my conservation foundation for that. Yeah. Like, all this because I lost my husband? I'm a bad bitch. I shouldn't be going this insane. So yeah. Oh, we're a man. So yeah. um, she does go and, like, tries to do better. And it's implied that this, like, conservation project is this timeline's version of that doing better. Like, conservation projects. And, like, trying to team up with professors to see what can be done. But just the unfortunate thing is that they figure out there isn't really much they can do. So they instead pivot the efforts into evacuating as many as they can and making the giant PC system to try to save the Pokemon. It's a good thing I'm here. Oh, you're into Lucamine, huh? You're into evil MILF lady. I see. But yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah. And yeah. So they wind up enlisting the help of the Professor de Tangrowth at the time of Tangela. They enlist the help of somebody who tried to hack their databases and found out about all the, like, how the weather disturbances were starting to ramp up. All that type of thing. And if God didn't want me into older women, he wouldn't have made every single female I've ever known older than me. Fair enough. Oh, but yes. And then, the project seems to be running along smoothly, but, in their efforts to try to get this stuff, like, done as quick as possible, or, like, and, like, save as many as they can, they don't take into account that such a scaled effort could very easily go awry. So in the case of the rocket stuff, or in the case of the, evacuation into space stuff, there wasn't really anything to do about that. But in the case of the Pokemon storage system, the hacker programs in a failsafe where the system will check and scan using PokeLife metrics, because they also worked on the PokeLife app, because that was the first project that the Aether Foundation had gotten their help with. They use scans from PokeLife metrics to determine habitability of the surrounding area, and as the area gets more habitable for Pokemon, for various Pokemon, it'll start releasing those Pokemon back into the wild, so they're not stuck in forever sleep. And so, us being a Ditto, we're one of the first ones, to be released because of our level of adaptability. And because we're an extra special Ditto, we're able to help others find their habitats as well and be released. Tangrowth is there already, because Tangrowth ran away from the Aether Foundation trying to find the Professor and family. because fear and also, like, wanting to be with family. And so that's also why he's the color that he is. Because of age. Or at least that's what's implied. Oh boy. Yes. And then, yeah, majority of humans evacuate. Whoever's left, winds up trying to live best they can, with what there is here, but there isn't much to live with, so, you know. And here we are. Oof. Yeah. That's basically the long and the skinny of it. Some of the disasters are implied to have been the fault of, like, legends trying to get away from problems that humans were causing as well. Because Kyogre directly says, yeah, I went to go, like, they were causing a huge ruckus, so I went off to sleep deeper in the ocean. Guess that caused a drought, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it definitely caused a drought, buddy. It's a lot of drama for Pokemon Minecraft. Oh, you should see the Poketubers, like, break it down. I believe, one of the ones that caught my interest and seemed to be, like, the most cohesive, was Lorekeeper Toby. If you were ever in that sphere back in the day, you may know him as Birdkeeper Toby. But he changed it after he started doing more lore-centric Pokemon videos. Specifically, instead of, like, general ones. Yes. There were, like, a couple of other ones. I think Loxton Noggin had one. But yeah. It's a lot to digest. It's a lot. Don't do Pokelore, but I might do lore for other games. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yes. But all this stalling and, I need to think of something. I need to actually do... I need to get the Magnemite thing and, like, try to build something. I forgot where I got a control unit from. On my personal island. Oh, thank you. And slices my face off. Thanks. Yes. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe there'll be a control unit in here. No. But a goat can dream, can't they? A goat can dream. Let's see. I could get this tea set, though. It's not directly helping, but... tea set. Whew. Yeah. I'm gonna check around me check around the Skylands. There's bound to be one in there. As many buildings and stuff as there is. Broken down. Oh my goodness. Started reading a journal for a fan site. Replaying Silent Hill. Or I have like 7,500 words and only 2 chapters into the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to re-up on those videos just specifically so I can yap next Pocopia. While building. Fill the air. Do it better. Do it justice. Yapaholism. Woo! Yes. Also gonna start, like, ripping some recipes. Of course, starting with these 3. The big recipes. And you see that one that was beside the Game Boy? That's a mini generator. Doesn't take much nothing to run it. And it only takes 1 cube of space. A builder's best friend. But yeah. Oh boy. Oh, whoops. Video capture decided to go pooey. There we go. Okay. But yeah. Oh, and somewhere in that timeline, while they were, like, trying to build things up for the space evacuation plan, Team Rocket got wind of it. But they also got wind of the news that they were going to try to separate up and section up the various members so that they wouldn't be able to do any crimes. Or, like, rise up again. And so whoever the new boss is said, no, no. And decided that they would make their own rocket to go up into space with all together. And yeah, the boss was ultimately right. The larger, huge evacuation plan was just, like, too lofty. They didn't have the time or the resources to prepare enough fuel. Aha. Control units. There we go. And so, the rockets, or I guess in particular, the boss was able to... Now, hang on. What the... You know what? I'm not gonna stress it. Anyhow, was able to get enough fuel, and they even had extra that they actually even planned on sharing, which would have saved them the fuel problem. But the guy who was talking about all this stuff on social media got caught. Go figure. And so all the rockets got detained. They got detained before the stockpile of resources, like food and furniture and stuff, could be finished. Not the Team Rocket files. Yeah, no. No, they got exposed. Because Ding-a-ling made it too obvious. The grunt made it too obvious. Okay, I have a control unit. And now I'm here. I can craft a street light. Yeah. I'll make it this street light. Yes. And then I'll go back to Withered Wastelands. I no longer need to have like specific electricity points leading over to that area, so I can take utility poles and feed them down through into the hole to power the street light. Boom. Magnemite home. Okay. Yes. Sticks. Alright. I don't know why I wasn't picking these up. I need them. I'll start from here. Yes. Give me a sec. Scoots. I don't have a water wheel there. Okay, I know how to fix this. Yes, with intellect and cunning. Okay. So, because I don't need both of these water wheels back here, I can, or the windmill, I can pick up the ones leading towards the windmill. Ta-da. And now, to figure out how to cleverly place them in such a way that I can, yeah. Lead them down. Because now I can place them wherever and around here. And make a home for Yippee-Ki-Yoko, or at least like keep it in a backyard pool and occasionally throw treats at him. Yeah, we can figure that out. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we can make some sort of aquarium thing for him or something. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, pet whale. Yeah! Okay. Uh-huh. An increase in moisture. Like an increase in moisture? Question mark? Okay. Not what I expected, but sure. We need to make like a steppy staircase. Almost. Maybe one more tall. Yeah. There we go. And now... Oh yeah, I have streetlights. Oh well. I like this one better for the plan. And then I put this in here. Ta-da! Factory storage. Okay, now home. Repayment. Do you have interest in magnet rise? It will let you float around. This is very fun. You must try. Ta-da! The last piece of utility. That's truly, truly, truly important. Magnet rise. This is basically creative mode light. Wow, Ditto. Your floating is skillful. You must continue to practice. You will master Magnet Rise. Magnet Rise lets you move while you hover in air. You can float up or down or up by pressing L1 or by pressing L or R while using the move. Select an item in your bag and press A to spit it out. For certain items, you can adjust the number of items you spit out at once by pressing up and redirect where you spit them out by using down. If you press the right stick, you can enter replacement mode, which allows you to swap what you spit out with what's on the ground. You can break what's in front of you with Y. The broken item will then be stored in your bag. If you press and hold the button to break something, you will store it in your body so you can spit it out whole. And what it doesn't say is that you can do that with trees. You can hold the trees. If you try to break them with like just the tap, it will just like demolish the tree, leaving behind materials and seeds. But if you hold it, you will swallow the tree and be able to move it to another location. Observe. I am now holding the tree. The berries don't come with it, but I have the tree. And there it is. Now, of course, they ask you if you want to undo first, because you could be, you know, in a precarious spot when you choose to press the B button. Or you could have accidentally pressed it. But, yeah. and you can eat while in that form, and it's just, it's, like I said, it's creative mode light. You can fly however you want. If you have it in your inventory, you can spit it. All kinds. And this is about to make a lot of things much easier. Now, I will say it is more efficient to break things with Rock Smash, particularly powered up Rock Smash, and if you need to do like a huge mass of land or something, roll out Rock Smash. But as far as building's concerned, yeah, this is a lot more efficient. So yeah. And I know I said I would probably keep things that have like a solid framework, but I'm starting to second guess that idea. I think I should just like, I don't know, what's the word? Raise things to the ground? Yeah. Yeah. Raise it all to the ground. But I guess we can start our rebuilding efforts in Withered Wasteland. I will just try to build something small, maybe? Or I don't know. We can, like, prepare for Tuesday, because I plan to just repeat the schedule for the week. Yes. This does mean, like, displacing some people's homes temporarily, but it's okay. It's okay. It's temporary. It will fix itself. I would try to push the stream, and I did plan to do so. However, I have to use the bathroom real bad. And yeah, that's exactly why we have beds in the middle of nowhere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for the hobos. Yeah. For the temporary hobos. It's totally not because I was just trying to bum rush through, 5 levels of environment. No. No. Hobos. Here at Aether Beast, here at the Aether Beast channel, okay, we respect the homeless, okay, as people. And we believe they should be provided with some form of shelter. Good, decent shelter. At least level 5 comfort shelter. Okay? That's what this is all about. Seriously, though, like, the way that the homeless are treated is just nasty. Like, all jokes aside, yuck. And I think one of my least favorite things of all, I got a platform I can yap about this now and not sound like a total crazy person. Anti-homeless benches. What the fuck? They suck for everyone. Everyone. You know the ones where it's like, oh, they're armrests, they're armrests. They're armrests for the people sitting there. No, the fuck they ain't. ZA has them. Yeah, I would expect the French to be disrespectful. I'm sorry. To any French viewers in the future, I know y'all are not actually like that. It's the meme. But also, yeah, I would expect Pokemon France, known for trying to blow up the world twice, um, to have the anti-homeless benches. So I would. Um, they're stupid, okay? The armrests suck, okay? We know for a fact they're not there for being armrests. They're there for, like, deterring sleeping. But, like, what's the harm with them taking a snooze on the benches? Oh, they could be dirty. Oh, they could have problems with health and hygiene. That maybe if you provided them better places and better access to health and hygiene, you wouldn't have that problem now, would you? And also, the benches are getting fucked up by wildlife. Birds poo on them all the time. Okay, clean it like you do with bird poo. Duh. If you're that worried about dirt being there, you know. And there's plenty of other benches. There's plenty of other benches. It's always in places that have like 50 gajillion benches. Okay. So the cleanliness of the bench is not going to be that big of a fucking issue. Okay. Golly. Just say it like you mean it. You think that they're an eyesore, but you're the one who caused the problem in the first place, so I don't want to fucking hear it. You're the one that caused the problem by, like, completely screwing the housing market, making it nigh impossible for them to be able to, like, get themselves a job to try to get a new house. Like, I could go on. I could go on. But again, I actually really have to pee. So yeah, TLDR, homeless people are people too. Let them have spaces. They don't really have many options for spaces as it is. Stop trying to take them away or make them horrible. But yeah. Okay, when we next touch Pokopia, which is probably going to be Tuesday, I will have an idea for something to build. And I will probably have some of this place, like, torn apart to try to make space for those ideas. I will look up inspiration on Pinterest. Or, like, Instagram or whatever. Yes, I will be careful for AI, because I know Pinterest has been having a problem with that. But yes. Yeah. And then I'll post the rest of the schedule tomorrow as well. Again, it's probably just going to be a repeat of this week's schedule, so, you know, if you liked what you saw this week, or, you know, just like, hey, more of it. And if you're lurking and you haven't followed yet, and you do like the stuff, go ahead and follow, and you'll know when I pop up again, so that you can see the stuff that you like more. And yeah, if you're seeing this on YouTube, same thing, but subscribe instead of follow. If you want to drop a subscription on Twitch, just make sure you have the money to support that. I don't want you hurting yourself. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here, whether you chatted or not. Love y'all. Love y'all. I can't do a heart right now with how this is set up, but, you know that that's there. Wait. Oh, Zenith wants a wait. Zenith is saying wait. Thank you. Thank you. But alright, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Zenith. Very cool. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. Uh, this has been Stream. And yeah, this has been Aether. And I'm gonna leave to roost. And potty. Bye. Bye, guys. See y'all soon. Yes. See y'all Tuesday. Bye. 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 Have a good night.